join them live now. And we will say good afternoon inside the Crucible Theatre to world champions Stephen Hendry and Dennis Taylor.
Good afternoon, Hazel. Good afternoon, everyone. And you join us just as Judd Trump is on the verge of winning this second frame of this session. Hossein come out and won the opening frame, which he needed. But he's got a good chance to take the frame now from this opportunity. He missed a very easy red in the opening frame this afternoon. In fact, it was almost as easy as this one here, believe it or not. And I think that'll probably have sharpened him up a bit, but once again, the wrong side of the blue. 54 in front. The blue put him 59 in front with 59 remaining, so he's going to need one more red. And that's a bit careless. He's going to have to wait for another chance. I suppose he could have got down and knocked the pink in there,
20.
Stephen, and Hossein would have needed a snooker.
Yeah, I thought maybe in between brown and pink, we run inside, bring the cue ball down the left side table. You think he's bound to cannon one of the four reds and be in something. It's just, as I say, like the first frame, the black's been out of commission the whole time. So making a frame win and break has been really difficult.
He's looking to see if he can get the white round behind the yellow. The thing is, if he removes this red to the left of the black, that's opening things up for Hossein, who needs the black in play.
Judd Trump, 24.
So at the moment, Hossein needs the four reds, four blacks, and all the colours to tie the frame. We were talking earlier about the start of this match, in fact frame 2 and frame 3, when Hossein made breaks of 56 and 53 and lost both frames. Judd pinched them with breaks of 66 and 72, and that left Hossein 3-0 behind, and he could have been 3-0 in front, but that's all history. That's the story of the match there. That was a pretty good effort to get in behind the yellow there. Now can he get past the blue? Yeah. A Judd Trump special to secure the second frame and extend his lead back to 3 frames. Needs good cueing though.
One.
What an asset to have, to be able to knock that type of shot in.
Five. Six.
Yeah, it's been a pretty solid frame from Judd Trump. To say that edgy miss, but this was how he basically started his frame. Absolutely stunning bit of cueing. Okay, he didn't put anything after it, but it sort of paved the way to get him in to score. And this has been an excellent frame from Judd. Sort of re-establishing his dominance in this match. His 3-frame advantage.
He's pretty
20.
good when he swaps hands, Judd. He looks pretty comfortable when he switches hands. And look at that for the positional
That's
shot.
one of your shots, Dennis.
27.
Look at that last shot off the black. He made that look so easy.
29.
He plays shots that just other people can't play. It's phenomenal cue power. And great imagination as well.
32.
Is it just going to be a straightforward clearance of the colours here, or are we going to see something special?
This cue ball's going to do a bit of mileage here, I think. Check side. To run inside. Check side and run inside in the same shot.
I wouldn't be surprised if he doesn't hammer the blue in as well. Nowhere near.
36 on the front.
It was a frame he needed, really. Hossein won the opener, but Judd has taken that frame and he's now back 3 in front at 7-4.
But he likes to play a sort of bullying game around the table.
Yeah.
But that's tough to do against somebody who's naturally inclined that way as well.
It's such a very good point, fellas. And you mentioned in qualifying, Ken, he beat Marco Fu 10-4 and Jian Jun at 10-5. And in both matches, he went on a run of 5 frames in a row. So that's the kind of bullying I guess you're talking about. And he's capable of this.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know, from what I've seen of him yesterday, you know, he looks to be still cueing quite well, even though, you know, he had to suffer those frames against Judd. But when he got his chance, he was making some good breaks, you know, and of course, he made that wonderful century along the way.
You'll have to do it quickly because Judd Trump now 3 away from victory.
So we've seen that incredible long pot from under the bolt cushioning in the previous frame, and when Judd starts potting those with any sort of regularity, it becomes close to unplayable.
Mind, it has to be said that was a poor break-off shot from Hossein. He was out for a few minutes, come back in and made a poor break-off. And you can't do that against a player like Judd's class.
Four. Five.
Into the bunch here. I don't want to hit this with too hard with too much topspin, because the cue ball can actually arc around the left-hand side of the bunch. He may decide not to. It's not a common shot, really. Players, a lot of them don't like going into the bunch from a high black. You need a touch of left-hand side, and the cue ball can stick on the bunch. So he decided to play it with less pace, and to be honest, he's played it very badly. That's a bad shot from Judd, it really is. I thought he'd have gone in with a
12.
bit more commitment than that.
Yeah, he normally does. I was surprised as well that he played it at that pace. But so the poor break-off shot
12.
just costing Hossein 12 points. Oh, that won't go past the black, so. You could look all day, but it won't go. Yeah, this is all that's available to him off the side cushion, nestled in the reds. Doesn't want it to be touching. It's not. these players head to head, as Judd has won 5 to Hossein's 2. They have played in the Championship in 22. It was in the first round, and Judd won that 10-4.
Brilliant.
1.
Now, what sort of angle has he got on the brown? Because that, as we show you again, it was amazing how he found the gap to clip that red in. But that's the sort of thing that he can do. One of the best potters the game's ever seen. It's quite extraordinary how all the top potters, you'd have to say, in the game, or the majority, are left-handed. So many of them.
5.
Neil Robertson, Mark Allen, Jimmy White. Let the position slip away there, though. And I left one out there, Stephen. Mark Williams, who was up in the players' lounge. Not a bad potter. What he did in the last tournament, the champions, to beat world number
Judd's
1,
on
2,
5.
and 3, very convincing. He beat Judd, he beat Ronnie O'Sullivan, and he beat Mark Allen. So everybody would be looking forward to seeing the Welsh potting machine play in this year's World Championship.
Yes, my old friend Mark, he's playing very, very well. He's certainly one of the favourites for this championship. It's an important part of this match for Hossein Vafaei, because Judd is starting to look pretty sharp. Long pots are going in. This match could slip away very quickly.
I've just noticed, Stephen, that little step up to the player's seat, was that, I can't remember that being there. Was it like that last year?
I can't remember, I don't think so. It's a new set. Yeah, the Crucible. You certainly need to be careful, wouldn't you?
Well,
Yeah, he's got to compete now, Hossein, in all departments. If he's got any chance of winning this match, everything in his game has got to be on point.
has he got away with this, has he? I think he has, you know. But the pot success rate that we showed you there, he's only 1% behind Judd. 93% pot success rate, and you're 7-4 down.
That was a phenomenal bit of good fortune there. Hossein Vafaei really was the cue ball to go through the middle of the bunch. I mean, if it stays down there and amongst the reds, you're pretty certain it's going to be 8-4.
I'll tell you what, he's got a bit of a problem here. There's no easy path down the table. You'll have to give this a little bit of thought. sometimes you stand there and you just can't see a shot to play. And this is one of those occasions. You could try and play a screw back directly off the reds over the left side of the table, but you're not guaranteed to get them safe. But remember, the first player to introduce that shot was big Bill Werbenick, the Canadian. He was in trouble. He had so much cue power. He'd just play a shot and screw the white back off the red, even if it was near the pink spot. Screw it back into the balk area. Sometimes there's nothing else, only that type of shot available to you. But is there a gap to land on the one near the pocket? Is there a gap to get to the one he's going to hit the pink?
Foul. Miss. Judd trumps 6.
He was trying something very difficult. There was a path past the pink to get to the red that was over the pocket. Very high tariff, that escape.
One.
Well, his priority here is clearing this left corner pocket. Okay, reds are available to the right corner, but clearing that left corner pocket will be foremost in his mind. Not sure.
6.
Okay, he can pot the red that's closest to the corner, but the cue ball is going to be going into the red that's on the left cushion. So this could go wrong. You see the shake of the head.
But this is where his cue power might get him out of trouble here if he takes the one that's over the pocket. He's having a look at an alternate, but this one over the pocket with the cue power he's got, he'll cannon the red to the left and watch the screw that'll be on it. He might even finish up on the black, believe it or not. It all depends on how he cannons the red to the left with lots of screw here. Look at that, you know, he made that look so easy.
7.
And he's perfect on the blue.
Yeah, he needed a little bit of good fortune to avoid a double kiss on a red. But, as I say, with that power, you always fancied him getting the cue ball out onto a colour in some shape or form. And now look at the situation. You'd be shocked if he didn't win the frame from here. He should win the frame from here.
12.
He's looked very focused in this match. Okay, he's missed a few easy pots, but overall, his performance has been very solid indeed. And you're looking at a player here walking around the table who's won 5 tournaments this season.
Thanks.
Yeah, Judd and Ronnie, the 2 players of the season, and those 5 tournaments that Judd won, didn't play Ronnie in any of them. So I think a lot of snooker to be played before, but I think a semi-final between these 2 players would be something exceptional to watch. It was a good shot because he was playing for the black for the previous red. And again, you can see he's He's just struggling with the cue ball slightly to get it in prime position. Slight grimace. There's wrong angle on this red. Can he brush off the red beside it? Right, a thicker
27.
contact. And from being, after that screw shot he played, the red to left corner, being perfect on the blue, you know, not too many shots later, he's out of position.
Yeah, he can still pot the pink, but he's running away from the reds. But he's got a very healthy 50-point advantage. So refusing the pink and trying to put the brown safe.
No, I'm stunned by not
Judd
playing
Trump,
the pink to the left middle. I
27.
really am. I mean, okay, that's sound match play, but I couldn't have refused that pink to the middle, Dennis.
That was an interesting choice there.
I think possibly, maybe you know, further in the tournament, if Judd makes it further in the tournament, he'd take those shots on. I think what he's thinking is this first round is he's got a tough opponent. He could easily lose to if he doesn't play properly. So he's going to just get this match won and get into the next round. As I say, he's got that 3-frame lead. He wants to keep it tight.
Well, he's faced with a very difficult pot into the left corner, the one just to the right of the black as we look at it. There is a gap back down the table if he pots it.
One.
I said there if he pots it. I suppose with Judd you could say when he pots it. He's so good at that type of shot.
Yeah, I think he's without the long game, he's just not the same player.
3.
It's such an important part of his armoury to get in and score.
4.
Yeah, and he tends to intimidate his opponent because whoever's playing him knows if they don't get the perfect safety shot that this player can knock them in from anywhere on the table.
10. $11.
Yeah, the long pot is obviously important to every single player, but I think with Judd, when he's potting them, it makes him feel invincible. It's just important to his psyche. And it's turned out refusing that pink to left middle has proved to be the correct play. Really sees control of this match now.
18.
Look at that shot there. I mean, not even a ripple of applause, but that was terrific. The cue power he got there. I think everybody just takes this player for granted now because he makes it look so easy. $23. Yeah. There's another gimme. Gone in. What a pot that was.
Blue ball.
Doesn't matter about the blue.
Judd Trump. 24.
Sits in his seat, concedes the frame, so it's going to be a long way back because Judd Trump looks in fine form and he now leads by 8 frames to 4.
Over the last few years.
It talks to us of experience as much as anything, and this is his 15th go at this. He knows the ropes in the early rounds.
Yeah, and of course, then he knocked the red in after that, which looked maybe to the sort of people who don't know the game as strongly as we do, that was just as risky. But it's not. It's about sort of managing your expectations and managing your shot selection. And in the end, you can win matches with decent shot selection.
Yeah.
That's sort of how we grew up a bit playing the game. You have to be more aggressive now, but still, shot selection is very important.
Well, he's looking good, Judd Trump, and this man is in a whole world of trouble. Got a lot to do, Hossein Vafaei. Back we go.
That's a bit careless. That's very careless.
Foul, miss.
I mean,
Judd
he
Trump
needed
6.
to take a little bit longer on that shot and make sure that he nestled into the reds, because he needs this frame, otherwise it's all over. 9-4, you wouldn't give him much hope. 8-5, you always feel it. As long as your opponent needs 2 frames, you're in with a chance, but he seemed to get down and just play that quite hurriedly.
Yeah, the body language is not good at the moment for Hossein Vafaei. And Judd Trump will know that. You sense it.
6.
Pretty good positional shot there. Angle in the blue now. To be able to smash into the pack. Don't think there's any more reds available. So, big shot this.
7.
He's not quite got there to go directly into the bunch, so it could be the top spin, left-hand side of 2 cushions into the back of the bunch. If anyone's got the power to do this, it's Judd Trump. Here we go. Very good.
12.
It's worth another look, because that was played to perfection. He's freed. Let's have a look. There's 3 reds that are available. At least 3 reds. Maybe 4.
30.
So I'll go back to that escape from Hossein. When from the break off, he was snookered behind the yellow. He just seemed to get down and didn't quite judge the angle.
One of the reasons this
20.
championship is such a big test, with these long matches, to be able to keep that concentration, keep that focus from the start to the very end of these matches. That's the test.
21.
Hossein Vafaei looks like maybe he's running out of steam in the sort of focus department, keeping that concentration, thinking properly.
With a player like Judd, you don't have to sit in your seat too long. When he gets going,
28.
he can finish the frame in a matter of 8 or 9 minutes. Meanwhile, he's not on the red as intended, but it may prove advantageous here when he cannons the red.
29.
Beautifully played. Perfect judgment. He's starting to buzz, as we say in the game. He's looking so good there. Let's have a look. Is he okay when the pink is respotted? I think he is. Yeah, not a problem.
35. 36.
He's got the loose red to the left of the pink, but the angle, they're not a good bunch to go into, but he might elect to do that here. Now, how's your look, Judd? At first glance, not very good. Not very good.
43.
It's finished a bit awkward, this.
Yeah, the angle in the black was such that he couldn't go into them with the pace that was required, because if he'd hit it harder, the cue ball would have missed the bunch. can see the frustration because he knows he's playing well now. He knows this match is he's virtually broken the back of it. It's just a matter of just sealing it. Reluctant to play the safety off the red on the left cushion, and he's got that 49-point lead. Again, going back to that match play of making things as tough as possible for your opponent to get back into it.
You know, it's such an easy safety shot off that red. Why doesn't he play a little thin one and leave the red tied up? It'd be easier to come down off the red on the left side of the table, but as I say, he's going to play a thin one off the one just above the white. And that's pretty good if he misses the brown. Yeah, play it to perfection.
43.
A little nod of the head from Hossein Vafaei as if to say, well played. That was nice to see because it was well played. And this is the part of Judd's game that is quite exceptional now. His tactical game is second to none. And that's the reason, one of the reasons why he's having so much success and winning so many tournaments. His all-round game now is top class.
Foul and the miss.
There's not a lot of room to get around the back of that red, but
Judd trump 4.
he might have to play it again.
Yeah. Thanks.
Surely he can't go behind the red again. He wants a little thin sneak off it. Oh, that's unlucky.
Foul and a miss.
That is very unlucky.
Judd trump 4. Yeah. Let's just agree where it is first. Okay. I'll tell you in a second. I'll explain in a second. Okay.
Well, he's going to explain, but I think he's snookered. He'd have to hit a ball, full ball, otherwise he can have as many goes as he wants. And Hossein says, well, I can't hit one full ball, but Rob maybe feels he can.
The red that's beyond the one next to the pink, you can hit centre ball. Okay?
The one that's next to the pink, you can hit full ball. He's going to point it out to him. There's one red that Rob has spotted.
That one? Yeah, you could, Hossein. You could. There's no point checking. Well, I can check now. But when I definitely look, you could hit that centre ball. I can check with you.
He would have had a look at that before with Rob. I'd have to go back to the monitor just to clear this up because...
Yeah. This one. This one here.
He's still convinced that he can hit that full ball. That's if the one. He's handing the cue to the referee.
No, Hossein, if I have to call a miss after this stroke, I'll award the frame to your opponent. Okay. All right.
He's just warned him if he misses the red this time, he's going to award the frame.
You mean this one?
Yes.
To take this one out?
Doesn't count. Other reds don't count. All right.
Oh, here we go. We don't want him to see him going around the back of the red again. He'll settle for that. Still a pot on, but it's a tough one. As I say, the white was near the cushion. He was a long way off. And now, bit of a chance for Hossein here. Although he's 57 points behind. Now, can he do to Judd what Judd did to him a couple of times yesterday and pinch a frame?
Yeah, a lot of character required here. It's been a long time since he's been at the table scoring. 8-4 behind, 56 points behind. This is going to take a huge effort.
5.
One or two reds might be available, but I think I'd be looking for an angle in the blue here to go into the pink. It's a big target. No, he's overhit
6.
that. I think that's a bit clumsy. May have enough angle to topspin off one cushion. Yes, he can just squeeze an angle here. Lots of left-hand side. But he's just got to watch that gap between the 4 reds and the 3 reds.
Yeah, with plenty of power, you can force an angle on these very quick cloths. It was Stephen's shot that he was trying to play, and he didn't get on the blue as intended. The correct angle on the blue, he would have potted the blue and done as Stephen suggested, cannon into the pink and reds, and that would have opened the game up for him. The white was a bit further away from the cushion. He might be tempted. The red at the edge of the pack and go up into the corner, but it would be a good safety required.
The same Vafaei.
And
11.
just about okay, but he's left a path back down the table for Judd. The only good thing from Hossein's point of view here, he might bring the pink into play, playing this safety. That's the target now, to try and get over behind the brown. He's got the green there also.
Quiet as you can, please.
Just got to be careful he doesn't push a red over the right corner pocket. That's what he's looking at there. It's all about getting a good cue ball here. The angles there of 1, 2, possibly 3 cushions to get in behind the brown. This is a bit of a chance. There was always a chance he could knock a red over the pocket there. He knew that.
He could screw the cue ball in behind the black, cannon the 2 reds that are on the black cushion. Good chance of being on the black to right corner. Yeah, great shot.
Well,
in normal circumstances, you'd say he's almost gone favourite to win this frame, even though he's so far behind. But 8-4 down in this match and not had a lot of table time the last couple of frames.
8.
This is not automatic, but what a chance to win this frame. Couldn't have struck that long red any better.
It's just that one red that's near the cushion.
6.
That's going to be slightly awkward.
70.
But if he can somehow nick this frame and go to the mid-session interval, 3 behind, he's still in with a decent chance. You always feel, as long as your opponent needs 2 frames, you've got a bit of a chance of winning the match.
25. $32. 33.
Yeah, in a couple of shots time, that red I mentioned near the cushion, I put a little circle in, that's where he'd love to finish it in, but he's got a few more to pot. So it's all about getting nicely onto the black here to give himself a chance to, while he's switching hands, looks pretty good left-handed. Wow.
The same thing.
I say he looks pretty good left-handed. That's
38.
unforgivable to miss a chance like that. He'd have to bend that round the black. He's playing it with lots of right-hand side.
What?
What do you think, Stephen? I know he could be pretty good switching hands. Do you think he should have got the rest out and made sure of that?
I think if as I said, you said he looks pretty good left-handed. I think if anything, maybe just played it a bit quickly. As you see, Judd Trump anxiously looking where the black is going to be respotted. Played a good cannon. We'll be able to tell by
8.
Judd's body language. Yeah, he's on it. Yeah, it was maybe just got down and played it a little bit quickly. I don't know.
Yeah, he wouldn't have swapped hands if he wasn't comfortable with it. But, you know, when there's a lot of pressure in the Crucible theatre, you know, it's all right switching hands in practice, but out in the Crucible theatre, it's not quite as easy.
Yeah, it's about sort of realising how important the moment was to make the winning clearance in this match. And it was a bit, you know, did he really believe that he was going to clear up? That's the sort of message I got.
12. 40. $17.
As I mentioned earlier, they played in 2022 here in the first round, and it was 10-4 to Judd Trump. It might be the same scoreline again because he just needs one more frame. They'll go to the mid-session interval at 8-5. Hossein would have still been in there,
36.
but well, he's going to play the black as well. Doesn't matter. That missed shot with the left hand proving very costly, and Judd Trump goes off to the mid-session interval, needing just one more frame for a place in the second round. Didn't count.
So Judd Trump, the world number 2, just one frame away from going through to round 2. Remember, he went out at this opening stage last year, so itching to get back and getting his teeth into the championship. And we'll return you to Messrs. Stephen and Dennis. Over to you.
Thank you, Hazel, and, well, not the best break-off shot, but he's going to get away with it. When you catch the blue, every chance you can leave an easy opener. But Hossein Vafaei back right against the wall, so he's got to just go out and give it his best and have a go. Okay, he's not going to drop nicely on a colour, but what an opening pot that is. His long game has been superb in this match. He's missed a few sitters here and there, but that's always going to happen. But overall, it's a very, very solid performance from Judd Trump here. And he made that look quite easy. Tucked up near the cushion. It's a thin snick on the one that's to the left of the pink. But he could finish on a balk colour. Not quite.
Judd Trump 6. Foul and a miss. Assigned a 5-4.
Yeah, he's going to take this red on the far right corner. I mean, if you're playing Hossein Vafaei at the moment, you think his body language is that of a beaten man. Sometimes when he walks back to his chair, his shoulders are slumped, but that can sometimes be dangerous, because if he starts just, you know, letting his arm go loose and just going for everything and they go in, it can put you on the back foot. He's a very dangerous player. And imagine straight into the pink, full ball here. Didn't catch it full ball.
Assigned a 5-1. Judd Trump 6.
Okay, you can say that's unlucky for the pink to go in. Of course it is, but he didn't play the shot well. He knows it. I don't think he's done any damage though.
That's very unlike Judd. Praising his tactical and safety game, and then he puts a poor safety in there. He's given himself a little telling off there. He was muttering away to himself. Hampered slightly for the one between the brown and blue. Yellow's in the way, but nothing in the way of queuing for the one into the left corner. And look at this. That's usually the case. When you're playing well, you get the run of the ball. He was hoping to go around the back of the black there. He's cannoned the black, he's cannoned the reds, and he's perfectly on the black. So very fortunate there, but that's what happens. And it's not a bad opportunity. Let's have a look. There's 3 easy reds available, possibly the one at the back available also. So it's not a bad chance, this.
9.
Yeah, and he'll be really putting everything into this. He's this match done and dusted as soon as possible. Again, a little shake of the head. You wouldn't say this afternoon he's had complete control of the cue ball. He's played very well. His long game's been great. His tactical game has been very solid. The cue ball has not been pristine. Played that shot very well. Yeah, the red that Dennis mentioned above the black, just away from the main bunch. If you could get on that to the left corner, that would bring all the reds into play. Well, that's just
40.
helped that situation. Nice angle on the blue if he wants to go into the bunch here. Those loose reds, he may not decide to do it at this stage.
I wouldn't be surprised if he doesn't do what great champions do and win this match
90.
with his highest break. His highest break so far is a break of 77.
20.
But the great champions have got a great knack of closing a match out in style. None better than the gentleman sitting next to me. A number of times he started with a century, and the number of times he finished a match with a century, but Judd, well, he seemed to hammer that just too hard.
Just from
I know he had to create the angle, but that'll annoy him. I mean, no reason to miss that. He needed a bit of power on it. That was just a little bit careless.
Well,
Well, if he can get on that red at the bottom of the pack in such a way to screw into the bunch, the black's waiting. This could be a great opportunity coming up for Hossein Vafaei. But he's not got on the red, I don't think, in such a way to go into the reds again.
6.
And it's sort of held him back all through this match, actually. His cue ball, he's just not had it under control. You can see he wants that cue ball to go down the table another 3 inches or so.
And now he's faced with a shot that he's got to get nicely on the next colour to get into the bunch. They're all tied up.
7.
And I don't think that's going to be what he was after. He can still get into the reds, but he's got to go in and out of the balk area between the green and the brown. Lots of right-hand side. Just watch the white here. And that's going around the back.
Yeah, he's not putting a lot of effort or concentration into the shots he's playing. As I say, the body language is not good. At the moment, he is a beaten man.
12.
But you just never know. If you hang around, win a frame, win another frame, then all of a sudden that body language will change. You just got to keep sort of believing.
Just rolled into the bunch and left it easy. Escape because they're touching. He just plays away from them now. They're not easy to judge, those, to try and get tight in behind the yellow. Right, this is one of those situations where you mustn't push a red over the right corner or the left corner, depending on which side you play the safety shot off. And he's pushed one out towards that corner pocket.
Yeah, there's not a lot of commitment, isn't there, going into any of these shots at the moment. Hossein Vafaei, that blue in and out of bulk. The pack was played very half-heartedly. As I say, it's just a matter of Judd Trump putting him away now.
One.
He finishes on the black here. Hossein may have played his last shot in this year's World Championship. That's another very poor cue ball from Judd.
8.
Acres of space to land the cue ball in. This red's still on to the right corner.
Not sure what he's saying to the referee.
Just Trump 8.
But something disturbed him slightly. I know there was a bit of noise from the other table, but I don't think it would be that. You're used to that.
One. Six. Seven.
The two reds that are near the black there, just slightly awkward. The one behind the black will go into the left corner pocket. I'm 4 or 5 shots ahead here. But he'll have planned his route to get onto that one.
11. 12.
Could get onto it this time. If he just rolls it in and gets somewhere near the circle, it'd be okay. Well, he stunned it in, but he still got into the circle and left himself a choice of reds. So now a good chance to keep this match alive here.
$20. $27. $28. 35.
Yeah, this will irritate Judd a little bit. I mean, I still fully expect him to win this match. Wow.
Hossein Vafaei.
It's just an,
35.
well, it's just an inexcusable miss for Hossein Vafaei. It really is. As I say, I mean, I was convinced he was going to win the frame there, but he's just, every shot seems to be just going through the motions, Dennis.
Yeah, that was too relaxed, wasn't it? That wasn't pressure.
What?
Well, let's have a look at the score. He's 11 points behind. So it's going to be the pink ball that's going to be the key to who takes this frame, which may be Hossein's last frame.
Yeah, even though he's 9-4 up, there's a bit of pressure here, Judd, just to finish this off.
8.
Yeah, he wants to be over the right side of the table on the blue to be able to cannon the pink out. It'll be more difficult to cannon out from the left side of the table. So if he can screw back and leave a half ball blue, he can pop the blue, come off the top cushion and just nudge that pink up towards the middle pocket. Can he get over to this side of the table? I think he can. Yeah, this is the side he wanted to be. So one good shot here, needs good judgment to flick the pink out. Not quite. He only needs the pink. It's not an easy one down the cushion, that's for sure. As Stephen said, he wants to get this match over here and now he's got to make his mind up. Does he take the difficult pink on or put a good safety? And I think a good safety would be the order of the day. And that's what he's played. The white's okay, it's not going to go in.
Judge on 20.
Which makes this a very difficult safety shot now with the white in the jaws of the pocket. Oh, where's the pink going? Where's the pink going?
6.
It's going in the pocket. It looked like it was all over, and then he's doubled the pink up into the corner, knocked the black in, and he's not quite finished yet, but he's still a long way to come back from.
How difficult is it to stop the what-ifs when you're sitting out there at the time? And is it important that you do?
Yeah, absolutely, yeah, because you fear the worst, you know. And then if something happens in the next frame, you think, well, the snooker gods are against me now, you know, and they're planning something I don't want them to plan. But I just think Judd is too far beyond that. I think it's too much of a comeback for Hossein. I think Judd is looking too sharp, and I think it'll be one chance. I think when he gets it, he won't fall at the.
Well, let's find out. Back we go.
Play for a double. Well, never had a trust in your cue ball control, Dennis? The thing that Judd has got to, it's just be wary of. It's just the attitude that Hossein has at the moment. He's not putting everything into every shot. He's kind of just sort of, as I said, throwing his cue at things, and it can sometimes affect your concentration because has he given up or has he not given up? And it sometimes affects your concentration, and then you try and get the match over quicker. Try too hard.
1.
we know he wants to take this on, but the black's tied up, the pink's tied up. He's dying to have a go at this yellow and get himself onto the next red. Oh, he's freed the black as well.
Just trump one.
I think at the moment Judd will just be a little bit annoyed that he didn't clinch the match in the last frame. Couldn't do anything about the fluked pink.
One. Three. Four. I sound faithful. Same. Touching that. Okay. Swan. Yeah.
Just called for the spider, and referee said which one, and he said the swan, and that one is called the swan neck spider for obvious reasons. Just a little bit of useless information. We've got a spider, you've got an extended spider, and you've got a swan neck spider available onto the table. How's he got everything safe there? Once he took this on and missed it, he cannoned into other reds. Looked almost certain he'd leave something, but all perfectly safe. he can go past the yellow and pink snicker red there. To your cueing, this is. It's just enough sticking out though. Judd's just got to be patient here and play a couple of telling safeties to give himself a chance to get that frame that will get him into the second round. He was a little annoyed in the previous frame. There was just something in his line of sight he had a word with the referee about. It just put him off a pot into the right corner, but that's all forgotten about. Well, he sent a red near the corner, but he's got a terrific cue ball. Well, let's have a look at this. If he takes it on, he may be able to get up past the pink and red to get on the blue. But what a tough shot he's faced with. It shows the importance of getting the cue ball near the cushion there. If that cue ball's off the cushion, this is much easier. The natural sort of angle, if he plays it with any pace, will take the white towards that red and pink. So a key shot coming up here. Well, in the end, he refused the pot, and it's a pretty good safety.
Yeah, showed excellent discipline there. Because, as I say, the way he's walking around the table says to me there's kind of like on an attitude of, you know, I sort of don't care what sort of shots I'm playing. Like, I don't fancy winning this match. So, but that was excellent from Hossein Vafaei. He knew if he went for that red to the corner, the cue ball was colliding into the other reds. But he didn't legislate for leaving that plant on.
One.
Wishes he took the red on now.
No. Blue ball.
Reds are nicely placed, but the black's out of commission.
6.
Pink's available into the left middle, right corner. But there's a red on the pink spot, so it's far from straightforward, this. Switching hands, Judd. Can get round onto the blue. Just a bit
7.
pacey.
Yeah, it just needs one good positional shot. I mean, the ideal red would be the red closest to the pink to get on that to the right corner. But he'll be bringing the cue ball to the left side of the table. He's going to have a choice of a few reds, put it that way. And that's a pretty good shot, actually.
10.
Good chance, this.
Yeah, he can play for the red you mentioned, Stephen, now, or the one next to it. It's just that one that's closest to the pink is covering the pink spot. And this time he's got nicely onto that one. This will help to clear the pink spot area, and he can forget about the black. He can go on and win this match with pinks or blues.
Yeah, I always liked when if you've got a break that you have to make to win a frame or indeed a match, Pink's the best ball. I mean, indeed, you've got 4 pockets to play for. The black, you've only got 2. So, in a frame that he desperately wants to win the match, it's an ideal situation.
The big bucks.
23. $24. $20 now. $30.
Things just getting a little bit trickier now. I mean, if the red wasn't the one halfway up the right cushion, if that wasn't there, he could play topspin into that area off the cushion where the 4 reds and black are. Not sure if we can play that with that red there. He still tried to play it, and it's played a good shot.
$36. $37.
He's left it a long way short of where he intended. He's given himself a bit of a problem now. Straight on the pink, and he could get on that red that's near the black spot without any problem, but he can't do that. Well, he could get on it, but what a shot it would be. But here it comes. He's going to give himself a chance to get on that red I mentioned, and it's a pretty good effort all the way around the angles. He's coming up a little bit short, but what an effort.
43.
This is tough.
Judd Trump. 43.
£40 in front as we show you that difficult red that he missed there. But luckily it went safe. No, not a great safety there from Hossein. He's knocked an awful lot of long pots in this match, and he can only sit there and hope that he somehow can miss this one. 71% in the long pot success department.
It's amazing, isn't it? Even though he's 9-5 ahead, it's just getting a little bit twitchy, just to get over the line. As I've said a couple of times, he wants this match over and done with. And sometimes you can just try too hard to get it won. But this now is a glorious opportunity. Okay, 3 reds together on the right cushion are going to need move, but they're a big target.
Well,
He's not going to need the 3 difficult reds. So just a red and blue or pink as he glances at the scoreboard would be enough to leave Hossein Vafaei needing a snooker.
$7.
I'd still like to get on that red. I'm not sure if one of the reds is available. Maybe not, but just a possible 51 left on the table with those 3 reds. He may
Judd
have
Trump 13.
got a snooker here, and well, barring snookers, you'd have to say that Judd Trump has got himself into the second round here.
Yeah, I think to say giving up would have been is too strong, but I think when Judd went 8-4, I think Hossein Vafaei really has looked really deflated since then.
Well, never rains, but it pours. So one more long pot to secure victory. He's played well in this match, but not well enough. He let a couple of frames slip away early on when Judd cleared up to pinch them.
Well,
but he's a wonderful talent, is Hossein Vafaei. You'll be seeing a lot more of him. He's a great player to watch. But Judd was just a bit too strong here. And as I say, he beat him 10-4 in 2022. And this is another comfortable victory for Judd. Handshakes coming up. Oh, well, not just yet.
17.
Didn't expect him to cut that one in. Well, is he going to finish with a little bit of his own brand of snooker? Look at that cue ball. That's no disrespect to your opponent. It's just the way Judd always plays to entertain at the end of a frame. In this case, the end of a match. So Hossein, the gentleman that he is, will come forward and congratulate Judd. Smiles all around. But in the end, you'd have to say Judd Trump runs out a very comfortable winner, and he's in with a great chance this year of lifting the world title. It's 10-5 to the juggernaut.
It is, and the man who won this title for the first time in 2019.
Judd, congratulations. On paper, that was a potential banana skin first-round match.
Yeah, I mean, it's a tough draw. Hossein's a great player. I think first session he was would have felt hard done by to be 6-3. He plotted a lot of good balls, made a lot of good breaks. I was just able to clear up every single time. So I knew it was an important start.
And a couple of times you've come unstuck in the first round. Rory McLeod back in 17 and then Anthony McGill last year. You knew you had to be on top form to beat him comprehensively.
Yeah, I knew I'd have to play well. I knew I'd have to play solid, but it's been a good season. I felt very confident. Even with the draw, I wanted to be tested in that first game, and 2 years ago I went on to get to the final after beating him. So he's a good test. You've got to play well to beat him.
Rate in the last few tournaments has been fantastic. Over the last 6, 2 quarters a semi, runner-up, and 2 5 titles overall in the season, 8 finals. How close are you to being at your best?
I mean, during the season I've played very well. And other times I just did what I need to do. In that game I just cleared up when I needed to and put them under pressure. My safety was good. A little bit edgy getting over the line, but it's as I said, I just need to get through that first game and I feel more comfortable. So I'm very happy to get through against him.
Tom Ford or Ricky Walden next? Any preference?
No, I don't care. I just go out, I fancy my chances in this tournament. Hopefully I can bring my best as the tournament progresses. But if not, I'll keep battling away and hopefully go far.
You're next out on Thursday. Will you go back to Bristol for a couple of days, or have you found somewhere up here to practice?
I'm not sure yet. I haven't made my mind up. is a decision that I didn't want to think too far ahead. I didn't want to think about it before I played. So I'll go away now with my brother, have a little talk, see what's best to do.
Great stuff, Judd. Brilliant to still have you in the competition. Another place in the last 16.
Cheers. Thank you.
Thanks.